What is going on, guys? What is up? What is up? Munch, what's going on? CM, what's going on? He said, if you don't smash that like button wrong. Oh, if you ain't smashing that like, you wrong. Nice. How's everybody doing today? Aneo, Eller. Fix my seat. Let's jump into this. So I hope everybody had a great, what's today? Tuesday? Great Tuesday. Obviously, you guys already know after the stream yesterday, we had some crazy price action. Remember yesterday on the stream for Bitcoin, we'll be getting to Milady here in a second, but Bitcoin, you know, we were chopping around in this area. Remember, we hit our head pretty much right here at this 55, right under the 55, and we ended stream somewhere around this area. And boy, within a few hours after the stream, we literally just started taking off again. Taking off. And I'm telling you guys, it just keeps leading me to what I've been saying. The 60-day threshold, 60 days up until the halving, is the most parabolic, one of the most parabolic that you're going to see in the bull run. Every 4 years it's been like that. Or I'm sorry, every 3 4 year cycles it's been like that, right? So we're going into our 4th cycle, and I mean, this is what we're seeing. Again, it's playing out just like history. So, I mean, everything is looking awesome. Looking absolutely great here. Let's see here. Aneo said, I always like to watch you after. Hey, as long as you're watching, right? I appreciate that. Justin, what's going on? CM said, Bitcoin is 57,791 right now. Is that in a different currency? Because that can't be in dollars, right? That just can't be in dollars yet. We're at $57,066 right now. So, you know, we have broke a little bit below the 57 here and there, but everything for the most part is holding, looking great. You guys know, you know, usually if we see some kind of a nice little run, you know, where Bitcoin has a crazy day up $2,000 or $3,000, you'll usually see some kind of a retracement. But, you know, you guys have to remember what we're approaching. We're approaching, you know, a very parabolic season of Bitcoin historically, right? So, you know, you will start seeing some kind of a cool off here and there, you know, and like I said, today we broke a little bit below the 57, you know, but it's usually short-lived, and you can see we keep just coming back up and retesting, breaking above 57. So right now, the local top right now for Bitcoin and US dollars is going to be 57,620 on TradingView. I'm sure it's a little bit different on some of the other exchanges and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. Now jumping over to Milady. Milady had a epic run, and we're going to cover a lot of projects tonight, but did you guys notice that a lot of meme coins today are absolutely freaking crushing it today? Pepe is absolutely crushing it. Bunk is up like crazy. We have Milady going absolutely bonkers. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of other meme coins that we could go down the list that are just absolutely going so parabolic today. So definitely, you know, just that great feeling, you know, of just the meme coins really reacting positively towards, you know, the crypto market. And that's something that we love, right? Because obviously we're not all invested in just straight meme coins, but a lot of us hold some big bags of our favorite memes, right? So right now for Milady, right now we are sitting at around 86. You can see we did top out right here at the 92, almost the 93. I did cover this on my video, short video that I made today, just because when this morning when I woke up, Milady was going absolutely nuts, right? I caught it somewhere around this area, and I was just like, holy crap, gotta make a video, right? Last time we went to bed, same thing with Bitcoin, not went to bed, but we ended the stream yesterday evening, and we were sitting at around that 80 mark, 78, 80, and we absolutely, I mean, you can just see, like, within last night, overnight, just absolutely parabolic. So, you know, Milady is looking fantastic right now, with the market cap sitting at around 63,580,000, with the volume up even higher than it was yesterday, up 100% for the day, almost at that $9 million mark, right? And that's still like pennies compared to what we're going to get at. compared to what we're going to get at. And there's a couple things that I want to show you guys just to kind of give you a little insight of what we're going to be probably seeing when Milady really is actually going absolutely parabolic, right? Right now, Milady is doing great, doing fantastic, but we haven't seen that parabolic move yet. We're just seeing some nice moves, some nice setups, getting us out of those lower price actions that we were in, for the last few weeks or basically the last 2 months up and since the last, big move that we had. You guys know, probably about 2 months, maybe about 3 months now, right? So really, I want to just jump right into these the bubbles, so we can get a kind of a gist of what the hell is going on today, right? And the big thing that stands out to me, Pepe. Look at Pepe up almost 47% today. Absolutely bonkers. Bunk is up as well, 10%. We have Gala actually doing pretty well. Look at Doge. Doge is up almost 10% as well. So Shiba, 7.5%. So like I said, you have a lot of meme coins really holding the top spots as far as movement for today. And real quick, this kind of paints a picture of what we've been kind of talking about on the channel, right? The newer, lower cap meme coins. What I'm saying is this bull run, I really think that we're gonna see some big contenders, right? Going into this this middle of this bull run, right? And pretty much what I'm getting to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read something and talk at the same time, but what I'm getting to is I think this time around we're gonna have a lot of new players, right? The meme coins that have really been building up in the last maybe year. You have Milady, Pepe, Bunk. There's a couple other meme coins that are really building up, and I think those are going to be your top gainers. But look how you see like Shiba and Doge up 10% for Doge, Shiba 8%, having a fantastic day. But they're not really competing with some of these lower cap meme coins that have really been catching the hype in the last year, or even less than a year, right? And what I'm getting to is I think in this next bull run, you're gonna, like I keep telling you guys, Doge, Shiba, they're all gonna do really well. But these new players, these new memes, are really what's gonna kill it this bull run. And I'm talking about what some of these meme coins are what you're gonna see, these 100, 200x, probably more on some of them. So I hope you guys are ready. What a just a fantastic day, right? It feels good to be getting into such epic times. This massive bull run we've already pretty much started, but it's just on the heels of just us going absolutely parabolic. One thing I wanted to point out is look at Pepe today. Pepe jumped up to $1 billion market cap again, right? Hasn't been up to $1 billion market cap. It's been since the beginning of, or mid 2023, over in May. You guys remember we were still on the brink of a big bear market, and this thing absolutely went bonkers, right? Went up to $1.37 billion, and it's finally getting back up towards $1 billion. But what I really wanted to point out for Pepe was look at this volume. $1.4 billion just for Pepe, the volume coming up. Do you guys understand how $1.4 billion for Pepe? That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. If Milady can get just a few days like that of some volume of $1.4 billion, oh my gosh. This is what I'm saying. When we go absolutely parabolic for Milady, these are going to be the numbers that we're going to be looking at. Hopefully in the near future, where we are over $1 billion market cap, volume is over $1 billion. You're up right now for 7 days, 100%. I mean, Pepe right now has come back, and I think it's showing a lot of people. They kind of were, moving out of Pepe. You guys know the hype was quickly made and quickly I'm not going to say done, but a lot of people came and left, right, for Pepe. And that was perfectly fine. But man, if you were able to maybe catch some of these bottoms, when Pepe was down, the market cap was back down to like $200 million. I mean, you're making out today, right? You're making out because you just really, you can see, I mean, Pepe has gone up a few 100% since some of these bottoms right here that had bottomed out in like the end of last year, really. But the reason why I'm focused and just showing you guys, about Pepe is because this is like what we want to see for Milady, right? We want to see all this happen. We want to see this volume. We want to see the market cap, get to these levels and exceed these levels, right? So this just should give you hope that for meme coins, it's easily obtainable, right? It's easily obtainable. So we just got to build our name, keep building the community for Milady, and let it naturally just build itself up. So now let's see here. So again, with Bitcoin, we are looking beautiful. $57,000, over 57.1 right now. We definitely have a couple spots that are going to be some big resistance, and I do have them mapped out. So hopefully we wake up tomorrow and we're testing some of these new levels. Next level for some solid resistance is obviously going to be where we hit our head on that 57.6. That's going to be a big spot for some resistance for Bitcoin. And then obviously right under this 58, the 57.9 right here is a big spot for some solid resistance that hopefully we will test a few times and break here soon. And then from there on, 59.5 is going to be the next one. So you guys can see we really, once we get up to around 58,000, it's going to be a nice big move from 58,000 up towards right under that 60,000 mark. So I mean, guys, we are not far behind, and you guys can see with this parabolic move with Bitcoin, you guys see what Milady is doing, right? You guys see what Milady is doing, and don't even worry about, because we're not having billion-dollar volume days as of right now. Even when we get up to like 40 or $50 million volume days, remember our market cap is only at $60 million. So if we're seeing a $50 million volume day, that means we're doing 100% of our market cap in volume, right? That's basically what Pepe's doing right now. It's doing a little bit more, 1.4 billion volume versus a $1 billion market cap. So that's why you're seeing such a crazy spike up for Pepe. For us, when we get these days, even with $20-30 million volume, we're going to see these this price, as long as most of them are buy-ins, obviously, we're going to see this price just jumping up 60, 70, 80% in days, right? We're going to have those days where we're going to just be moving up like crazy. So you guys, I'm telling you, do not worry. If you're wondering right now, is this a good time to just still accumulate for Milady? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will tell you, it coming from where we came, right? Just a few weeks ago, you were able to buy $1 billion for, $50, $60. Now that $1 billion is going to cost you close to $90, right? Still technically a beautiful spot, because what we keep falling back on is that the market cap is still very, very small. So even though you're buying right now and you're paying a little bit more, well, you're paying almost like 40-50% more than what you would have been 2 weeks ago. Still not a bad spot when you really take in consideration of where we're actually going to be, in the next few months, in the next year for Milady, right? $1 billion right now costs $86, about $90 probably with fees. Think about it when, in 6 months from now, when $1 billion's costing hundreds of dollars, right? When $1 billion's costing hundreds of dollars, that $86 is not going to be much, looking back and accumulating at this level. So just a little bit of hopium for you guys, just letting you know, we're still technically not out of dollar cost averaging range. I am watching. I almost not jumped in, but added to my bag earlier. But I was like, you know what? I am gonna kind of just wait it out. Let's see what the market's doing. I'm happy because I have the luxury, and I know a lot of you guys do as well, where we've been accumulating like crazy, right? We've been accumulating on all these dips that we've been mapping out for the last months. So right now I'm not like I have to, like FOMO, it's not setting it where I'm like I have to buy right now. I have to keep. I'm like, you know what, I really want to add to my bag. Let me just see if maybe there's like a 5 or 10% kind of move towards a retracement, so I can maybe just save 10%, or I can get 10% more, right? But if it doesn't happen, I'm not like losing sleep over it, because I was listening to myself and just continuing to just dollar cost average in on a lot of these dips back here, and just basically taking advantage of those prices that we were in, the price ranges. So right now, like I said, I am tempted to continue to keep buying, right? Because we're still at a beautiful spot. But at the same time, you know, and I'm saying, speaking for all of us, really, I'm sure a lot of us have the luxury of kind of just waiting it out and seeing if maybe we can get a little bit better of a deal. So now, real quick, just checking on the chat here. Prodigy, what's going on? Mark Eller said, I'm seeing other people start talking about ladies on the internet and YouTube in particular. You know, what's funny, Eller, is I saw somebody post that on I think it was Coin Market Cap. They posted it somewhere on here, and they were like basically saying that they're noticing a lot of people talking about, a lot more people talking about Milady on social, especially YouTubers, like the bigger channel YouTubers that don't even touch meme coins are starting to actually, you know, dibble and dabble on ladies as far as covering them. So, you know, that's what I've been telling you guys. Just let it naturally build itself. You know, everything is gonna work out the way we want it. It might not be on the time frame that you're particularly wanting, right? Because we want to be rich now, right? You want to see those 100x right now. Well, if I was to tell you it's gonna happen 100%, but you have to wait, right? We have to wait. It's not on our watch. It's on basically ladies' watch, right? And you know how ladies are. They take forever. They take forever to get ready. They don't know what they want to eat. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, girls. If anybody's in there. So what's going on, Jason? Jason's asking the crowd, are you guys ready? I think we are pretty much. I mean, a lot of us are ready, but you can't be 100% ready, right? I always tell you guys, and I guarantee, whenever this thing is like, you know, absolutely going bonkers, and we're in the middle of the thick of a bull market, we're all gonna be sitting here saying, should have bought more, right? I should have bought more. I should have bought some at 86, you know. I should have just kept dollar cost averaging in, right? So it's like, yes, you know, I'm ready, right? I'm ready, but there's always going to be that feeling of, damn it, I did not buy enough, right? When you see exactly what happens. So let's see here. Crip said, I put a limit sell on 1/4 of my position because I'm expecting a consolidation retracement. Okay. I respect that. Jojo, what's going on? CM said, I'm really curious on the max potential for this. I know, right? It's like, I wish we could literally just see the future of like where it's actually going to be at the prime, right? Not even for like purposes of us trying to make as much money, just really curious to see what this project's going to do. It is very, yeah, I'm right there with you. Tony said, well said, we have been accumulating, but I think it will go down to the 70 levels and stay until Binance listing. Okay. And Crip said, risk it for the biscuit. There you go. CM, what would the market cap be if it dropped 2 zeros? So if it dropped 2 zeros, I think I haven't really confirmed, or I think I have with the calculator, but I don't really remember exactly with market cap. But I remember if we were to get up towards like $2 billion market cap, that would be technically us dropping about 2 zeros. I think somewhere around $2 to $4 billion market cap is like a 2, you know, like almost like you drop into 2 and you're at like a 5, right? Like, so basically 2.5 zeros dropped. I think we were seeing close to the 3 zeros when it was at like, you know, like upper $8 to $10 billion market cap, somewhere around there. So Tony said, or we already read that one. Kindemir, I hope I pronounced that correctly. What's going on, guys? So let's look at a couple things. So we're going to check out the whole market. One thing I want to point out, if you guys can see the screen here. So this is our watch list, and you can see, you know, a lot of the market is doing really well, but you have a lot of these projects like Flare that's been doing really well, down 10%. Jasmy, let's take a look at Jasmy real quick. Let me see here. So let's look at Jasmy. Jasmy right now has been not doing bad, but it's stagnant, right? And what's coincidental is that Jasmy's been doing really well, and Flare have been doing really well in the last week or two, while the market hasn't been. The market's been doing great, right? But really, the big movers were Flare and Jasmy just a week ago, and now you're seeing Bitcoin going parabolic, but you're seeing Jasmy and Flare and a few other projects kind of stagnant right now. They're not down particularly like crazy, but they're really not doing much, right? And you would wonder, you're like, why is Jasmy particularly not moving when Bitcoin's moving? Well, honestly, I told you guys right now, Jasmy, since it's had such a massive move, it decoupled from Bitcoin's kind of, run. It decoupled from being kind of in that same in sync move what Bitcoin's doing. So I think in the next few weeks, you're going to see Jasmy kind of pick back up and kind of run parallel with what Bitcoin and the rest of the market's doing. But for right now, you had a lot of people jumping in, making a lot of money, and now they might be moving over towards other assets or other projects, but you're really not seeing a big sell-off, particularly for Jasmy. You're just kind of seeing it kind of stay tight. So that means buyers and sellers are kind of meeting in the middle right there, and it's just pretty much, you can see, look how fine it is starting to basically trade. I wouldn't be surprised. I say few weeks, maybe in the next few days, maybe a week top. If Bitcoin is knocking on $60,000 door, you might start seeing Jasmy start just going parabolic again, right? Going for another run. And same thing for Flare. You've seen Flare. Look at this thing. I didn't even update the damn fib retracement. I'm so embarrassed, guys. Just kidding. You see, for Flare, same thing. It's gone so parabolic in the last week or two. I mean, for the last few weeks, this thing has been absolutely ripping. But recently you can see it kind of double topped, and it's back to almost just retesting that 236 and hanging tight right now, trying to get back on, the whole cycle of what the crypto market's doing. So, if you're invested in Jasmy or Flare, any of those projects, I wouldn't be worried whatsoever. I guarantee you guys are perfectly fine, and it's going to get right back on track with what the market's doing. So I would not be worried. Real quick, I do want to jump in on a couple projects. Look what is really doing pretty well today is XRP. XRP jumped up almost to 60 cents. So, I mean, I've been telling you guys this. A lot of people were writing XRP off, and it's not like it's completely gone, bonkers or anything like that. But, I mean, you can see this project still is it's gonna have a massive run in this bull market. I think. I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't be surprised if XRP has some stuff up its sleeves, and they're waiting until the bull market is fully engaged, and then they're yep, oh, now we're gonna be the currency of this country, and they're literally gonna just trade XRP, something crazy like that, and it's XRP is gonna go fly up to $4 or $5 out of nowhere. So you guys know. I was saying back here, I was short-term bearish just because we were under our 200-day moving average, but long-term bullish for XRP. So I do want to make sure that they stay above this 200-day. So I wouldn't be upset if this thing kind of almost retraced at least one more time and found that confirmation bounce above the 200-day, and that's going to be somewhere around that 56 cents. Somewhere around there, just find some confirmation bounce and let us know that that everything is basically bullish now for XRP. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about $1 XRP in the next few weeks, maybe month or two from here. So Craig said, XRP. That's pretty much what everybody's been saying, right? Everybody's XRP, right? Everybody's kind of why did everybody just was so expecting XRP to be at $20 right now, and it beat everybody down that was expecting those big moves. But like I said, XRP, ADA, watch both projects that are really good projects that a lot of people they haven't been really big movers recently, and I guarantee, watch out of nowhere they're just gonna explode, and ADA is gonna jump up to $3 again. And everybody's going to be, oh, ADA, talking about ADA. And same thing for XRP. You're going to see XRP just shoot up to $2 or $3 out of nowhere, and everybody's going to be back on the bandwagon, right? So now you guys remember yesterday Remember yesterday I was talking about so we started making big moves yesterday. It was like literally particularly at 9:30 a.m., right when the stock market opens up Eastern Standard Time. And I was like, I guarantee when the numbers come out, cuz usually so how the numbers come out for the ETFs is it's usually the following day, most likely. You'll see the numbers come out as far as inflows and outflows, as far as what the ETFs did for that day. And you can see we're getting the numbers back, and look at this. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF hits record volume of over 1.3 billion for the second consecutive day. I'm telling you guys, you guys remember, because it wasn't, I'm old enough to remember when Bitcoin's ETF was approved, right? We're going to be saying that like 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, talking to our grandkids, right? I remember when the ETFs, that those first, 3 weeks were like, it was hurtful, right? Because we were just like, we were so pumped up, and we're like, well, there's going to be a sell the news event, obviously, right? But then we didn't realize it was going to be a freaking sell all your Bitcoin for liquidity for the ETFs, like Grayscale and a lot of these big hedge funds were doing, causing massive sell pressure, right? And then on top of that, you had a lot of the big Bitcoin miner, companies were also taking profits just so they can basically gear up for the halving and stuff like that. And it was just all of it was all happening at once, so right after the ETF, we were just getting slammed. And you guys remember not too long ago, we dropped down to $38,000. We dropped all the way down to $38,000, right? So, that just, what I'm getting to is like now, short term, the ETF was slightly bearish for the market, right? But long term, we're going to be reaping, the benefits of all this volume coming in, right? On good days, you're going to see this where BlackRock's hitting $1.3 billion of inflow, for the second consecutive day. So, just stuff like that. And this is just BlackRock. Imagine, all the other ETFs, what they're bringing in, as a whole, it's probably $10-20 billion, daily coming in. And maybe they'll list it right here, but you can see, so BlackRock IBIT traded at 1.3 billion on Tuesday, surpassing Monday's record daily volume. U.S. listed spot Bitcoin ETFs attracted 520 million in net inflows Monday as Bitcoin rallied to $57,000. Sorry, my screen blinked on me. I was like, uh-oh. Let's see here. So BlackRock's spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF had another massive trading day on Tuesday, recording over 1.3 billion in daily trading volume for the second consecutive day, fueled by Bitcoin's rally to $57,000. BlackRock's IBIT booked 1.357 billion in trading volume during the day, breaking Monday's record of 1.3 billion. Bloomberg's intelligence ETF analyst Eric, whatever his last name, noted in the X post Tuesday afternoon, blah 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 blah. So that's just pretty much. Oh, we can see it right here. Look at this. Let's see if we can zoom in here. So you can see here another intense volume day as for the 9 with well over 2 billion traded. So you guys can see this is basically, if you can see on here, this is from January 12th, right? This is January 12th. This is when the ETFs went live, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. And you saw that first day of trading was absolutely crazy, right? And then we started seeing, just nothing crazy, but we saw, solid days. Some of these days were picking up. And then you can see in the last 2 days, we've had actually the highest inflows for the ETFs since it's went live. So, you guys can see right here as far as what the charts are looking like as far as the ETFs, and everything's looking great, honestly, for the ETFs, and they've been nothing but now bullish for Bitcoin and the crypto market as well. So everything is looking great, guys. And don't, like I keep telling you guys, don't think that we're, that if like there's a project that you're interested in, or you don't feel like you've missed out, because we're just at the beginning of the bull market, right? We're just at the early stages right now. early stages. And honestly, like I said, we already been talking about this for Bitcoin. We are predicting that when Bitcoin approaches this halvening, we're probably going to see somewhere around a 60, possibly a $70,000 Bitcoin, somewhere around there, right? And then I'm expecting some kind of a sell the news event, after, maybe the day before, somewhere around there, right? That's usually how the crypto market works. Some kind of a sell the news event. And I don't think it's going to be dramatic. So I think if we're, let's say we're holding levels somewhere around 70,000, sell the news event, we drop down somewhere around maybe 60K, right? But we're holding 60K. Historically speaking, a month down the road after the ETFs is right when the actual full-blown bull market is fully engaged, right? And that's usually when you'll see all-time highs for Bitcoin. Now remember, we just said $70,000 Bitcoin possibly before the ETF. That's what a lot of people are calling is for all-time highs for Bitcoin technically before the ETF, which has never happened before. But we just covered, we've never had ETFs bringing in this amount of inflow of money into Bitcoin particularly. So that's why a lot of people are really leaning towards all-time highs for Bitcoin possibly as we approach this happening. So, and you guys know we cover all this because, whether you're invested in Bitcoin or not, Bitcoin's going to be the big market mover, right? Bitcoin gets to 70K. Where do you think Milady's is going to be? Where do you think that your other altcoins, meme coins are going to be, right? They're going to most likely be going parabolic as well. So, and we all know altcoin season, Bitcoin will do really well, and it will basically get to new highs. It'll hang out around those numbers, and then it usually kicks in gear a little bit after, a few weeks after, month after, you'll get into altcoin season where a lot of the altcoins will just absolutely go in parabolic. Ethereum will usually start it up, hitting all-time highs, and then it kind of will go down the list as far as all the alts, or most of the alts, just going very, very parabolic, making all-time highs. Some of them really just getting to numbers that are just unreal, right? Unreal. So you guys, I keep saying I hope you guys are ready, but it's like if you've never experienced this, it seems like it's just like it's untrue. But I mean, when you get into a bull market, and I hope all of us can actually see it, witness this, it is just it's a crazy feeling to be when you're looking at your portfolio and it's just like going 2x, 3x, 4x's in a week, and it's just continuing. Let's see here. Let's check out the chat. Sorry, I was going on a little rant there, right? So he said, I'm waiting for the WorldCoin to hit $10. WorldCoin's been doing pretty good. XRP is going to rip. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. This is a warning. Sean's giving the warning to everybody. Craig said HBAR and Jasmy just sitting there last few days building strength. And same thing with HBAR. That's another one, that's been really doing really well in the last week. And now that Bitcoin's, has made it to new local highs, HBAR, Jasmy, Flare, a WorldCoin as well that have been doing really well in the last like 2 or 3 weeks are kind of dormant today, right? They're not really the big movers. You're seeing a lot of the meme coins, you're seeing a lot of the other projects that are the big movers right now. So, Adam, what's going on? Let's see here. Craig said, I feel I missed on a lot, but only so much cash to go around. I hear you, bro. And Nico, what's going on? Adam, I said, what's up? Jason said, I'm ready. I have a really nice bag of ladies. I should be good. Nice. There you go. Because Jason's been listening. He's been dollar cost averaged in like all of us, right? So that's what's up. That is what's up. Let's refresh these crypto bubbles and see. So you guys, we obviously already covered it for Pepe. Pepe's just been going absolutely bonkers today. Bunk is doing really well. Let's look and see what's trending on here. Cody down 20%. Remember, Cody was doing really well yesterday. And look at that. It's down 17% for the day today. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you zoom out, you look at the 7-day chart, and it looks like it looks fantastic. It's still up 130%. But what I'm saying is a lot of projects that have been going parabolic the last like week or two are really going on a cool off period right now, while the rest of the market is reacting positively for or with Bitcoin. So Dog with Hat, another project today that's up 30%. You can see for the weeks up 52%, and for the month up 77%. Looking great. Let me see. So ladies, I think, is pretty much on par with that. 7 day, we're up 20%. For the month, we're up 54%. Yep. So definitely looking great. I wanted to look at some other things real quick. We already checked that out. Let's see here. There was something on here. Let's see here. 19th. That's old. That is old. Let's look at this chart right here. Just looking to see what it's saying. So let's see here. So they're calling for $100,000 Bitcoin on this chart, and around that's honestly, they're calling for $100,000 Bitcoin somewhere around. This is Plan B, right? So I mean, it's not always 100% accurate, but you can see this is what he's pretty much predicted a while back, right? The gray line, and then you can see the bubbles are going to be the actual price action. And you can see it really has, for the most part, gone almost parallel with what his predictions were, right? So you can see it's not spot on, but it's around in the same ballpark, right? Same ballpark. And you can see what he's predicting is somewhere in, like, I would say getting into the second quarter. So around April, which is pretty much he's looking at the halving, right? I'm sure if you go back 4 years, let's see here, you can see every 4 years he has where there's a big spike, right? All-time highs. And you can see somewhere around April, he's calling for a $100,000 plus Bitcoin. Now, this is absolutely insane if he's really calling for this. He's calling for somewhere around a $500,000 to $600,000 Bitcoin somewhere towards the end of 2024, somewhere around 2025. Not saying that it's not going to happen, but that's, I don't know, that's just a little bit crazy right there, right? It's a little bit crazy right there. Jojo said, because of leap year, I have to wait an extra day for payday. Damn, leap year. That's crazy. You have to wait an extra day because of leap year. Nico said, Milady looks fire. Craig, I put some Polyswarm on my watch list today, and not an hour later it pumped. I was going to buy some next week, but may not now. Plan C for crazy. AI Daily, what's going on? I haven't seen you here in a while. Hey, I got into Velodrome Finance. This can be huge, right? I think so. Let me see. I don't know if I'm familiar with that, but let's see here. Definitely looking pretty parabolic, where it had a nice little move towards the upside, hitting almost 10 cents right here. Did this just on TradingView? It only goes back towards the beginning of this month, so this is a fairly new project right here. Let me see if they have it on CoinMarketCap. Oh, because it migrated from an old contract. I see. All right. So they're going to be limited because I guess this is the new contract or whatever's going on. So from what this looks like, if this is correct, they said they can't verify as of now, but it looks like it has a very small market cap, $10 million. So, I mean, doesn't look bad as far as market cap. It is trading on Coinbase, so definitely a plus there. You can see for this thing just to get to $1, it only needs to get to 141 million. $141 million for it to get to $1. So not too bad. Not too bad. definitely had a nice run. As far as retracements for this chart, it's like hard to even map out what it can do. Other than I found one spot for some that was resistance that possibly it could be retracing to, and that's going to be somewhere around this 68 the 68 mark right here. So if you are interested in this project and looking for any kind of a spot to dollar cost average in, I would say somewhere around the 68 or below would be a pivotal spot for some good DCA buying in, most likely. So you're saying it's at $41 million? Yeah, but for whatever reason, because it says it has migrated to an old contract address. The new, oh, let's see here. I don't know, but it's trading on Optimism. Is it on? It's on Optimism's ecosystem. It looks like, obviously. I don't know. It's not loaded on. For more information, it's not loaded on CoinMarketCap. If you're saying it's at 40 million, because right here it's saying it's only at 10 million. So. Oh, you guys know what I saw? I think Dogelon was actually running up today. Telling you, this project, I wouldn't be surprised eventually down the road it like does something crazy. But man, if I was invested in Dogelon, I would be like, bro, what in the hell is going? Oops, I just moved my damn fib retracement. Ugh, you guys know that pisses me off. Now I don't even remember where it was at. Great. Believe it was right there. Yeah, not saying that this project's not going to do something, you know, but I would just be like, bro, what the hell is going on? It's like just so stagnant. So stagnant. For a meme coin, it's like, I don't know. I guess you want that excitement, right? For you want that excitement for a meme coin, right? And I'm not saying this project's not going to do really well in the bull run. I just, like, anybody that's been invested in this project has been, you know, you guys have gone through it, right? Because you guys can see, I mean, when it looks like it's really like you're like, yes, it's about to start running up. It, you know, it's like short lived, and it kind of was just, you know, diddle daddle around a price. You know, and kind of sit there, and then like right now, while a lot of the market's really doing like just some parabolic, it is up for today, but nothing too crazy, right? Nothing too crazy. So I guess you just have to be patient with this project, right? Always preaching patience. Have to be patient and just hope for the best for the long run as far as what this project's going to do. Let's see what Bunk's doing. I wonder if Bunk jumped up to $1 billion market cap again. Right under it. Right under $1 billion for Bunk. So we got Pepe over $1 billion now. Bunk is about to come up and retest $1 billion here soon, it looks like. Milady's will be there soon, guys. We will be right there soon. But we are not worried. We are not worried whatsoever. Because honestly, looking at Bunk, looking at Pepe, and then we go back to Milady. Look at the freaking market cap, bro. We have still such a great opportunity to continue to just dollar cost average in where we're at right now. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot to just continue to dollar cost average. You can see, so for Milady particularly, let's get into some TA on Milady real quick. So we have this spot right here for some solid resistance for right now. And I say it at the 88 resistance, right? And you're like, well, wait, crap. We already broke that 88, right? We did, but only through candlesticks. I mean, through the candle wicks, right? So we jumped up, but it was short-lived. And look where we continued to basically settle and hit our head was at this 88. We technically have not got confirmation above the 88 yet that we're going to stay above this 88 and find it as some support. So as we continue to move, you can see we're right under that 88 right now. You can see the last few candles, we've kind of hit our head on that 88. So 88 is a big spot for some resistance right now. I'm not even worried that, eventually we will find it as some support, eventually flipping it. But you guys know we're going to need to see a few, whether they're red or green candles, but finding support bouncing above this 88 mark, confirming with us that the 88 mark is now not resistance but support. So, these big pumps are great, right? They're great. I think these pumps are really just to show everybody that, there's a lot of money, watching Milady. There's a lot of money that will come in, on the fly for Milady as well. But we aren't holding a lot of these higher levels. We're running up real fast, and then we'll kind of we'll break down. We are holding, though, I will say, for the last week or two, when we do break some local highs, we are actually staying above a lot of levels. So we're making higher lows as we're moving up, right? And that's pretty much what you want to see. These gigapumps are awesome. They're beautiful to see on the charts. But what we really want to see is this kind of price action right here, where we're slowly but surely testing spots, finding support, maybe retesting and making sure that support, jumping up to a new spot, finding it, retesting it, stuff like that. It's just naturally a growth that we want to see. These big moves are obviously, they're amazing, right? They're amazing to see, but a lot of times they're going to kind of get you hyped up, and they're going to be short-lived, where we're going to need to come back down and retest some of these levels. So, at the end of the day, Milady, honestly, if you're looking at these charts and zooming out for the last month, you guys can see, we've been nothing but, slowly but surely making our way up. That's why I said now we're in kind of a new channel. For right now, support would be somewhere around the lower 80s, somewhere around that 82 mark. So if I was looking for a spot, like I really am looking to continue to dollar cost average in for right now, because, someone brought this up on the channel a few weeks ago, and they were like, well, when does it get to a point where we're not dollar cost averaging in anymore, and we're coasting, and I know some people are already at that level where we're kind of coasting right now. We're not really adding much into our bags because we already have a solid big bag. But when they asked that question, I was like, I never thought about that. That's a good idea. Like, where is your spot as far as for Milady, where you're not going to dollar cost average anymore, and we're going to really just coast and just ride it up, And the person asked in the chat, they were referring to the market cap, and they were saying when Milady gets up to 300 million, that was where they were going to basically, that was the line where they were going to stop dollar cost averaging in. But all up until about 300 million, they were going to continue to just keep dollar cost averaging in. And I was like, that's a good idea. There really is. That's a good idea, to find a spot. Maybe all our spots are different, but finding a spot like that where, all right, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in until we get up to 200 million, right? Or I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in until we get up to 500 million, and then I'm going to let it just ride out from there. For me personally, I feel like that 300 million is a solid spot for me to most likely where I would probably not be buying in as much, right? So what I'm getting to is us being where we're at right now. We've had a big move, right? We've had a big move when we've been steadily moving up in the last few weeks. Like I said, for the month, we are technically up about 55%, right? So right now, a month ago, you were buying at the same, if you wanted to buy $1 billion, you're going to pay 55% more than you would have a month ago, right? But you have to understand that that's how it's going to be probably from here on out, is, and there will be retracements, right? But I think a lot of it, let's say if we bounce down towards the 70s right now, it'll probably be eaten up fast, because you have a lot of people now that are like, holy crap, that feel like they missed out. They didn't buy enough, or they didn't buy in on the project, right? So now they're looking at it and they're like, man, if this thing just drops down to 75, I'm going to throw a lot in and just start dollar cost averaging in. That's when you're going to see, if we do retrace to some of these levels, it's going to be short-lived. It's going to be very fast. A lot of times we won't even catch it, because unless you're glued to the charts, you're not even going to notice that, we drop down to some of these levels. By the time you look back, we're back to where we were at, pretty much, right? So what I'm getting to is dollar cost average in, people, we're still in a beautiful spot. We're still in a beautiful spot to just continue to just keep adding to our bags. And I'm not just speaking just for Milady. I'm speaking for any of your favorite cryptos right now, any of them. And you guys know we talked about this yesterday and a few days ago as well. Right now, I feel like, my opinion is that if you sell off on anything right now, I feel like you're selling yourself short. I really do. I feel like you're selling yourself short. First, you don't want to try to time the market, right? You're most likely going to lose. Not all the time, but you're most likely going to lose, right? If you try to sell off with anticipation that we're going to have some kind of a retracement, you're most likely going to lose right now. That's what I feel. And then, so if you're selling your projects, even if you're up 60, 70% right now, compared to maybe what you were going to see in the next 6 months on that particular project, you're basically selling yourself short. And I'm guilty of it, right? You guys know I did this, in the last few weeks, the last few months. I've sold and basically handed off my position on some of these projects that I was buying in on the bear market, that we're definitely not going to see some of these prices that I sold off on. Like ICP, I was buying in at $2.90, right? And I handed my position off at $9 and some change, and you guys saw, it went up to $16. Right now it's currently sitting at around $13, right? With some solid support around that level. So, and I did it with Fetch AI, the same thing, and I did it with ALI, and I did it with a lot of other projects, and this is all recently. So it's like I'm trying to tell you guys so you don't make the same mistake, that I did, right? I sold myself short on a lot of these projects, and I say I sold myself short as in I basically took the quick gains and really forgot about what my game plan really was in this bear market, and it was to buy as much as possible at these prices, because I knew that what we were buying in during this bear market, we probably weren't going to see again for a very long time. And now it's all playing out, and I'm like, holy crap. I'm literally, for some of these positions that I had, I gave them to somebody else, pretty much, right? I traded hands for a little bit of profit. So, Free, thank you for the $2 super chat. Said your videos are always appreciated. And you know what, brother? You being here and every single one of you guys is very appreciated. I thank you guys so much for spending your evenings with myself and all of us in here, right? I feel like we've formed some kind of a coalition, a family here. So doing good. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is we know where we're headed, right? We know that we're at the beginning of a bull market right now. So selling off right now on any of your projects just because you're up a little bit, I personally think that you're selling yourself short. Now, obviously, we're going to see retracements in the market here and there. Take advantage of those retracements, right? Take advantage of the retracements. Keep dollar cost averaging in, and understand what the game plan is long term, right? We're here. We know that we're going to see some of these projects are going to go absolutely parabolic. So don't let these 50% gains get you distracted or fool you, right? So that's my rant on selling right now, and I'm sticking to it, guys. I'm sticking to it. Bitcoin right now, somewhere around 57,000. We've been really hugging that $57,000 mark all day today. We've been slowly, just sitting there. We have retraced a little bit, but you guys can see this is zoomed in on the 1 hour. You guys can see this 20-day SMA has pretty much been just running parallel. We did retest it a few times, bouncing off this 20-day SMA, but for right now, it just looks like we're going to continue to really just run with this thing as we move. Who knows? Remember last night, I remember saying this, we were ending the stream, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I was like, we have the Asian market that's going to be waking up, as we are all falling asleep over here on in the States, and we'll see how it runs. Maybe they're going to continue to run with the big moves that we were having yesterday, and that's what we saw. That was the Asian market coming alive last night, late at night, and early in the morning, seeing Bitcoin jumping up towards 57,000. So Let's see what it brings for tonight. Like I said, don't be discouraged if we wake up, some of these days we're not going to continue to move up. We're going to have days where we're going to come back and we're going to retest some levels, but at the end of the day, we are looking absolutely beautiful. I'm zooming in on some of the charts real quick just to see if we did see somewhat of a retracement, what would Bitcoin do? So you can see I've zoomed in on the 30-minute, and right here, this is a 20-day SMA. So all day earlier as we were moving in, this was last night and early in the morning, you can see we were parallel, right? Parallel to this 20-day. As of the late, like in the last few hours, we technically have dropped below the 20-day SMA. And you can see we're basically hitting our head on it right now, right? We're trying to form some support above it, but for right now, we have been hitting our head. So if we were to see somewhat of a small retracement for Bitcoin, which would be perfectly healthy for us, I think somewhere around this 56.5 would be probably a spot. This is going to be our 50-day SMA. A lot of times what Bitcoin needs to do is, as it's been running, like this for the last couple of days, it needs to kind of break away from the 20, and it needs to retest sometimes the 50. Sometimes it drops down and retests that 100-day, but I think the 100-day would be a dramatic move right now, given that we have just 50 days, I believe, until the halving. Let's see here, we have 53 days. Crip said, smash that like button for our boys, no FUD. I appreciate that. What are we at? We're at 34 likes, 42 people in here, I believe, or we got 30. I don't know. The numbers are all over the place, right? And that's another thing too for the channel. Get ready. YouTube was telling me that I need to make some of you guys mods. So if you guys are interested in being mods in the chat, let me know. I'm definitely going to be selecting probably a big chunk of all the normal people that are here, because I want your chats to be highlighted, because you guys know it's inevitable. Once we get into like a full-blown bull market, we're going to go from 40 people to 150 people in the live. We're going to have a lot of new people in here, and I want to make sure, everybody that's been loyal to the channel for this last year, I want to make sure that you guys, any questions that you have, are all highlighted, and also you can help out if we have any people that might come in and cause some ruckus, So we'll see. AI said, I always like your time is appreciated. Definitely, bro. I appreciate you too, man. MC, I'm a Reddit mod. I should mod here as well. He said, because I'm a mod on Reddit. I definitely am qualified to be a mod on here. No, definitely, guys. Just like I said, in the next few days, maybe in the next week or two, probably in the next week by this weekend, I'm definitely gonna start asking. If you haven't already approached me to be mods, I'm gonna be asking you guys if you guys can take on, being a mod in the channel. And who knows, maybe down the road, when we're we're all big on the channel and stuff like that, and we're parabolic in the market, who knows, maybe we'll host some kind of a mod party, where I'll basically will pay for you guys, fly you out, for the weekend or something like that, and we could do something, and everybody can meet up. That sounds like a plan, right? Oh, okay. So MC said he's a Milady Reddit mod. Oh, okay. Well, then when you throw that in, bro, now I really think you're qualified, bro. And I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. Adam said he volunteers. All right. All right, bro. Like I said, all the regulars, everybody that's normally here every day, that's been in through thick and through thin, you guys are ready. You don't even have to tell me. I'm going to approach you and probably ask, right? Because, like I said, at the end of the day, even if you're not regulating on the chat, I still want to make sure that whenever you guys talk, and stuff like that, when we have over 100, 200 people in here, I want to make sure that I can see what you guys are saying whenever you're asking me questions. So, Free said, let's see here. I love when people underestimate projects like Ladies. It happens, right? It happens, and it seems to happen, it's like, people will kind of just write projects off, and that's what I was saying about XRP and ADA. Those are going to be the projects that will literally be like the big movers, because everybody is like literally wrote them off, and then they'll start going crazy parabolic, right? So I don't think, I will say, a lot of people aren't acknowledging Milady. I think they are now. But, back when just 6 months ago, 8 months ago, when when we were screaming, like, this is a project right here, the market cap, remember when Milady's market cap was at like $20-30 million, right? And, we're all here, it's like posting videos, and I'm like, bro, this is going to be the one right here. Like, I mean, this, even if it doesn't get to the highest market cap for a meme coin, even if it just gets up towards around those areas, this is going to have the potential for the highest gains, right? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the project that's going to have the highest gains. And I'm telling you, I was like, Milady is checking all the boxes on that, right? All we really need next, and we still need it, but we've been slowly building up, is really just the exposure and the hype behind the project. Once we get that hype, you guys know this, we've already talked about it plenty of times, this project is going to be unstoppable. And I mean, it's going to fly up. That from where we're at right now at like $60 million to probably a $500 million up to that $500 million is going to be so fast, because it's not going to take much for us to get up there, right? We're going to fly through. It's going to feel like it, right? It's going to feel like it's just like we blink and boom, we're up to like a $500 million, right? We're going to fly up to that threshold. I think after that, depending, we might even exceed that really fast, but I think after around that 500 million is where, you're going to have a lot of people eyes on Milady, and you're going to still have a lot of fast movement going on. But I think this, where we're at right now currently, to up to that 500, it's going to be something where it's just going to be like, it's going to feel like it was just like overnight, how fast it's going to move up. So AI said, CryptoFud, do you have an X account? I do have an X account. I am currently on X. I haven't shown, well, you guys see down here, this is but don't go onto this account. Don't even send anything to this account, because I'm going to, I'm going to come out with a strictly a no FUD, X. I was thinking about that today, and we're going to come out with a Discord as well. All this is in the works for this week. So I'm going to have everything set up for just for the channel, right? So I've been kind of waiting. I'm telling you guys, I keep getting approached. I've since the last like few weeks, I have been notified by like probably about 4 or 5 companies that want me to start talking about their, it's been exchanges that have been hitting the channel up, wanting me to start. They basically want to promote the channel, right? They want me to promote their exchanges, and they want to basically be part of the channel and stuff like that. And I've actually been holding off right now, because I want us to just naturally build up for right now. I don't want to give you guys, I already know YouTube, because I have another screen with the with our live right now, and I can see every time advertisement comes on, so we're already getting hit with advertisement on the channel for right now. So hopefully I can, if we do have a company that comes in and wants to sponsor the channel, that we can figure out how I can get YouTube to decrease the advertisement, because it is a little bit of I'm not gonna say annoying, but like, I know when I'm watching stuff, and it's like you're in the thick of it, and then bam, and especially when they're live too, it's like bam, a freaking commercial comes on. I'm like, bro. And then it's not a skippable commercial. I'm like, dude, what is going on right now? Like, oh yeah. Free, have a great night, brother. We'll see you here tomorrow. Let's see here. Kid Talk said hello from the Philippines. What's going on, brother? What is going on? Craig said, on the road, just listening now. Boilingly tonight. Nice. MC said, bro, since you're on your PC, can you tell me how many people in the Reddit group exactly? It doesn't say the right number on mobile. It says 1.3 thousand, but it's less, I think. Thanks. I don't think I'm on Reddit, dude. I really don't think I'm on Reddit. What is the, he said, what's the channel on Reddit? Like, is it literally just Milady on Reddit? Let me see. It says it's 1.2 thousand followers, or 1.2 thousand plus. Where would it say the how many people are on here? Oh, 1.3 thousand stacking is what it says. That's what it says on here, bro. Kid Talk, that's great, bro. He said, yes, we are heavy on Milady here too. Bro, that's great, dude. All of from the States. Dude, I appreciate, like, we appreciate you guys supporting the project just like you guys support us, you know. Definitely. I think, you know, that we have a winner here as far as what this meme coin's going to do in this next bull run for sure. So that's awesome, man. I hope you get big riches over there, bro, off this project. Big riches. Somebody was actually in the chat. I forgot who it was. Somebody was saying that if they become millionaires and off of Milady, that they were going to move to the Philippines. Is what they were saying. I forgot who it was. Well, Craig, was that you? I don't remember who it was. Somebody. This was like a couple months ago. They were talking about that. They're like, bro, I'm going to buy a mansion over in the Philippines. I was like, hey, that's awesome, dude. I'm sure it's pretty. I'm sure it's pretty over there. So you guys can see for Milady particularly, we did break this key level of resistance. We technically, you know, we'll see how it forms. But like I said, we want to see, at the end of the day, we want to see. I was talking about these gigapumps. Really what I want to see is support above the 88. I want to see us form some candles above this 88. That's going to give us indication that we have found some support above this key level, and we're basically going to be eyeing some other levels as far as the top of this fib. The next really spot for some resistance is going to be this 91, 92 mark, basically where we pretty much have hit our head multiple times on these quick, fast runs that we've had in the late. So Craig said it wasn't me. I forgot who it was, dude. Somebody was like, bro, I'm moving to the Philippines, right? He was telling me right when he gets $100,000, he wants to buy a big house in the Philippines. So Mark says, wasn't me, but also my plan to move to the Philippines when Milady. So was it you, Mark? Was it you? Let's check out. You guys remember? Do you guys remember yesterday's stream? That girl Sarah, that we still have not been able to locate. Let's see here. You guys remember Sarah? We're still looking for Sarah. Little backstory on Sarah. She came in a few streams ago. It was like I think it was on Saturday. She comes in and she's like spamming. She's just spamming. Buy PNG. PNG was like down here, and I don't remember where it was. It was Saturday. So what was Saturday? Let me see here. I look on my calendar. Saturday was the 24th. So on the 24th, yeah. So it was like around. It was in this area right here, and she's like, buy PNG, and we had to like tell her. I'm like, Sarah, I appreciate you being here, but don't spam the same exact comment over and over and over. And she was just like, oh no, she was real nice. She was like, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm just telling you guys, buy PNG. She said it like 10 more times. And we're like, all right, we checked it out. And I was like, you know, it went on this big run. I was like, but it's retracing. And I was giving her, you know, like spots to buy in. She's like, no, just buy PNG. And I was like, all right, whatever. We come back the next day or 2 days later, someone points it out. And it's freaking shoots up like 300, 400%. And we're like, what the hell? Like, it was crazy. Like, she was like from the future and she knew exactly what was going to happen for this project. And we haven't seen her since. We have not seen her since. So we are looking for Sarah. If you guys know where Sarah at, we all want to ask her some more questions on some other projects, because she seems to maybe have an inside guy, or what I'm thinking is Sarah's from the future. That's what I'm thinking. Look at this little W pattern. It looks like it's almost playing out for PNG. So since just yesterday, remember, it already made another all-time high at around the 85 cents for this project. So definitely looking good. I wonder if we should put this. I think we should put this on the watch list now. We'll dedicate this to Sarah. We'll put this on the watch list for now. Hopefully she comes back. AI said Sarah Connor. That would make sense, right? They said she's on the yacht. I mean, with these freaking the only other person I know that's making moves like that is Nancy Pelosi, right? She's the only one other person that I know that's like a top like knows what to buy in, because I mean, she freaking called it. She called it. So I had PNG and converted profits into Suku. Oh, you know about Suku, do you? Suku's been doing pretty well. I am invested in this project. I didn't want to tell this story, guys, but I guess I should bring the story up. So I am invested in Suku, right? This project, I'm going to take you back to October of 2021. We're in the middle of a freaking bull run, right? Everything is going great. My Coinbase account, I had about $1,000 in it, right? Most of it was ADA, which I still hold on to a lot of that ADA. Never sold, but most of it was ADA. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put another $500 in my account, and I'm going to day trade, right? And I started day trading on Coinbase. This was back when anything that got released on Coinbase, whether the project was out for 5 years, it was like right when it got on Coinbase, it would literally like 2x within an hour. We called it the Coinbase effect, right? So I started catching on, and I started just looking for projects that were getting released, right, the day of, and I'd just throw $500 in, right, and I'd take out 1,000. Sometimes I take out 1,500. I mean, within hours, right? And I built that $500 up to $5,000. That 500, I built it up to $5,000 within a few weeks of day trading, right? Well, I stumble across Suku. And at the time, Suku was trading at around 98 cents. Let's go back. Suku was trading at about 98 cents at the time. Remember, 2021, about this time. I'm day trading. Well, now I'm not trading with 500. Now I'm starting to trade with $5,000, and I mean, like, I'm throwing 5,000 in and making those gains. Well, I throw in $5,000 on Suku at around 98 cents, and it starts going down. And I'm like, holy crap. Where was this? This is back in April. I'm trying to figure out where we were at. Yeah, so it was like back. It was in one of these areas, and I bought in at 98 cents, and it starts going down, right? And I'm like, oh crap. And I'm like, I'm just gonna hold it. We're good. Well, I didn't realize that we were at the end of the bull market, and that $5,000 was about to go down to some numbers that I was like, oh my G. Well, long story short, that $5,000 is still sitting in Suku, and right now it's at about $1,000. What I've been doing all for the last 2 years was, as Suku was down to like 4 cents, 5 cents, I was actually just buying in massively, buying in, and bringing my average down. So for Suku, my average went from 98 cents. Remember, I put $5,000, so I picked up a lot at that high price. I was able to bring it all the way down to like 30 something cents. So I am still in the red on Suku, right? but I'd never sold. I just left it there. I was like, I'm not gonna lose. I'm not losing that $5,000 whatsoever. So I left it there. You know, it was a mistake that I made. You know, I thought I was on top of the world at the time, where I just couldn't make bad trades, and I ended up making a bad trade. You know, putting it all into one trade, and ended up you know, just having to sit on it for a while now. So, but one thing that I wasn't too discouraged about was a couple things. Suku's market cap, as I've been accumulating in the last 2 years, was like around $10 million. So it had dropped like crazy. When I bought in that 5,000, it was at about $100 million, right? So it had dropped down. But let me tell you something. When it was at its down before I started buying, when we were at the full blown bear market that we just got out of, that $5,000 was $300. And I was like, I have to do something here. So I started just throwing in money on Suku, just bringing that dollar cost average down, you know. So I am technically down like crazy, still on there, but with the hopes that hopefully all it needs to do is get up to about 30 something cents or anywhere around there, and I'll be able to at least get my money back. But I was like, you know what, talking to myself, and I was like, man, if we get up to because Suku's been up over $1, right? It's been up over $1. So I was like, you know what, I might end up just waiting and seeing if I could actually make some money off this deal, and at least it wasn't a waste, right? So if I can at least wait till like 50-60 cents for this project for Suku, that would be epic, because then I'd be able to end up doubling that $5,000. You know, it might have taken 5 years, but you know, I still come off as a winner. So with Suku, market cap right now at $17 million, but the one thing that's it's on Coinbase, like I explained. This project, I guarantee it might be short-lived, but eventually it will get some kind of a big gigapump where this thing will jump up probably up to around 30 to 50 cents out of nowhere. I guarantee it. So that's why I particularly have just been holding on. You know, I didn't want to take that L, so I just been holding on like crazy. AI said Suku's going to $10, and you know what, bro? I'm holding on to like 20,000 Sukus. You know what I'm saying? So if that thing goes to $10, I will be ecstatic. But I just tell you guys this. I've been waiting to tell you about this story. If you guys notice on all the streams, I had it on the watch list, and I would go through, but I wouldn't say anything about Suku. I would just pass by it and not say anything, because I was like, that was just something that was like a sore spot for me. Like, I don't even want to talk about Suku, right? So, and as Craig is telling me his story, we all have stories like that, right? We all have stories like that, but you know, it's a learning. It's something that you have to learn off of, right? You have to learn from some of those mistakes, you know. But we're all gonna have, and I'm sure we're all gonna make those kind of mistakes in this next bull run, because, you know, at the time when I did that, the greed was there, right? I just turned $500 into $5,000 within. I'm telling you guys, it was like probably 5 or 6 weeks. I had moved all that and flipped it and just kept flipping it, you know. And then wasn't thinking. Now I think about it because hindsight's 20/20, and I'm like, well, geez, maybe you should have been just maybe looking at putting in like $2,000 here and there, so you didn't take that potential of losing it all, you know. But the greed was so heavy at the time, right? The greed was so heavy that I was like, no, I want it, because what I was doing is at that time I was making moves where I would just throw in. Because remember, I moved all 500 up to 5K. When I got up to like $3,000, I was putting $3,000 in, and I was just picking up like 10-15%, which is like $300 to $500. But I would do it within an hour, you know, like every other day as I was moving up, and as I was getting more money to use, that 10% became now. When I have 4,000, that 10% was $400 that I would make within minutes, you know, on some of these projects. So now that I was getting up to $5,000, I was like, hell yeah. Now that 10% is going to be $500 that I'll make in minutes. You know, the greed was there. And I tell you guys this because you're going to go through it eventually in the bull market. Don't let that greed take over. Don't let the greed take over. Make sure you cover all your bases and make sure you plan accordingly, right? Or you're going to be like me, putting in $5,000 on a project and having it sit there for 5 years just to get your money back, right? So that's the joys of crypto, is that, you know, eventually you're going to get your money back. You got to just wait it out. So Craig said, I rode my Shiba from like 20K or 23K down to 3K. Oh well, live and learn. I'm still in the green though. Laugh aloud. Don't know the exact number, but it hurts. I know, bro. I know. AI said thanks for the story. No problem, bro. No problem. And Soul said I made that mistake with Shiba. Seems like everybody made the same mistake with Shiba, right? Gene said, do you think it's possible for BTC to break all-time highs in March? So March, possibly, bro. You know, I will say possibly. I think you asked this yesterday, or somebody did, asked about getting to all-time highs before the halving. And, you know, I'm still sticking to my guns. I think that we probably will get near or probably break all-time highs, especially what we saw last night. We're at $57,000. Let's zoom out on the chart real quick for Bitcoin and really understand where we're at as far as where we're at technically for price and where the all-time highs are. We are not far from all-time highs, right? From the all-time high from where we're at right now, we are technically 20% away. 20% away. So can this hit? Can this go up another 20% in the next few weeks in March? Absolutely, absolutely, it can. Right? Do I think it's gonna do that fast? I mean, who knows at this point, right? We're in uncharted territories right now. The 4-year cycle, yes, the market's gone through it a few times now, right? But we've never had what we're seeing with this ETF and the inflow of money coming into Bitcoin like it has been. So that's why it's really hard to be like, you know what, historically speaking, this and that. Right now, we're almost in uncharted territory where anything is possible right now, right? Anything is possible. We could definitely get to those all-time highs within March. I honestly am thinking that if it's not, exactly in March, most likely up to about right before the halving. Like I keep saying, we're most likely going to be somewhere around that all-time high, if not exceeding it by, pre-halving. So pretty much to answer your question, I'm like 70% saying yes, I think we can, honestly. AI said Asia is waking up. Wake up, our friends over across the pond in Asia. Wake up and continue the pump, right? We have Kid Talk. He's over in the Philippines right now, so he is over there right now. Kid Talk, the sun just came down over here in the States. I wonder, is it rising over there for you guys? Isn't that crazy? That's nuts. Let's see here. Check track as well, and the market cap is not so high. Let's look it up. You said track. Which one would it be though? Which one do you speak of, Kid? Because there's like a couple projects here that say track. I have track up here, but it's giving me. Is it going to be on here on the DeFi? Is it this project right here that's on Ethereum? Track, it's at 1.5 million. Let me know. I'll keep it up for you. I'm going to read. So Crip said I was scalping Doge at 5 cents and let's hear it, 5 and 550 range. Then it rocketed, ended up selling at 27 cents. I definitely sold myself short on that. Bro, I did the same thing with Doge, bro. I did the same thing with Doge, dude. You guys all know my story. Doge was the first meme coin that I was buying in on in 2020 at like 3 cents. And I freaking sold somewhere around where you said I was accumulating like crazy, and I ended up selling, I sold myself very short on Doge, but I still made out really well and was able to form a solid foundation as far as, my crypto journey. So Suga Mike said there's only one Anu, and it's the golden Anu. Oh, track ordinals. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Track ordinals. Is this it right here? It's at $145 million market cap. I think just dropped like crazy as far as market cap. Excuse me. It's up 40% for the month. Definitely, wow, up 7,000% for the year. That's crazy. Mike, we will check out your golden and new here in a second. We'll check it out here in a second. Let's see. I want to keep ladies on, but we'll let me see here if we can pull up that. What is the? Let's see if this is it. $6. Yeah, this is it right here. $6.98. Yeah, this looks like the same project right here. So if this is the correct project, you can see this. I mean, this thing looks pretty solid. All-time highs, if this is the correct project, at around $8, you can see. So it looks like it's trying to come up and retest that $8 mark. Going to be a big spot for some resistance for sure. As far as this project finding support, if you're looking for, long-term dollar cost averaging in, obviously the 618 right here is a big spot that you can see as it after it made its all-time high, this thing dropped down to the 618 and found some support. So the 618, the 0.5 right here, so you have the 618 at around $3. I highly doubt it's going to drop down back down to 3, but you can see it bounced multiple times right here off the 0.5 fib. So somewhere around this $4.14 would be a big spot for some support. And then obviously we have the 382 at around $5.05 as another spot for some solid support. As far as if you're looking long term, if this does give you an opportunity to bounce at any of those levels, that would be a big spot for some dollar cost averaging in as far as this project. But it doesn't look bad. Market cap's not too high at $144 million. So, and big thing that I like is the circulating supply is at 100%. There's only 21 million in circulating supply too, so that's awesome. Not too much circulating in the supply as well. So not too bad. Definitely up for the year 7,000%. Only 7,000%, right? Nothing too crazy. Let's see here. Mike said golden. Trust me, look at golden anew. Let's take a look. If it's even on, spelled. We're going to need to jump on to the D5 for this one. What it looks like. Is this the project that you speak of, Mike? Traded on Ethereum? Is this the project that you speak of, brother? If it is, $1 million market cap. Yeah, kid, no problem, brother. No problem, dude. Mike, if this is the project that you were talking about, it's at $1 million market cap. So I mean, it's small market cap. It's obviously on Ethereum's ecosystem. Looks like it has a lot of liquidity locked up. So I mean, definitely looks like a solid project as far as DeFi. Something like this, Mike. What I always tell everybody is, so we have I feel like there's three chapters in a bull market, right? You have the actual market, like Bitcoin goes to all-time highs, right? It gets to these certain levels where the market gets real confident. Altcoin season follows, maybe like a month or two, or maybe a few weeks to about a month or two behind Bitcoin's all-time highs, right? You have altcoins going absolutely insane, right? And then, if that's not enough, now you have everybody looking into DeFi projects, looking for the next hidden gem, kind of like what we've seen in the last few months with Solana. Well, get ready, because when DeFi season pops up, every freaking ecosystem is going to be doing absolutely insane volume, right? And you're going to have a project like this where if it's a solid project, this thing is going to go it's going to rip. You know, it's gonna rip out of nowhere, and it's gonna happen when the DeFi season comes in. I always think of the analogy of like a glass of water, right? And Bitcoin gets to that all-time high, the glass of water is like 60% up. Altcoin season follows, like I stated. Now the glass of water is like 98% up. It's right at the rim. Well, DeFi season comes, and it's basically that water is the money, right? The money, the funds that people are using, you know, with their profits. And now when DeFi season hits, that's when that water's overflowing, that cup from the actual market, you know, and it's overflowing, and that's when you just see all that money coming into the DeFi season or the DeFi market. And we're in actual DeFi season where, like I said, just these projects, if they're solid projects, even the crappy, you know, rug pulls are going to be popping up like crazy, like they already are. But I'm just saying, you're going to see every freaking project in DeFi just going absolutely berserk, right? So I feel like for a project like this, if this is like something that you believe in long term, just hold on, because I feel like same thing I've been telling everybody about any other projects right now, even if you have your ups and your downs, but I feel like if you sell out right now, you're going to be selling yourself short, because when it comes DeFi season, this thing could probably easily 10, 20, 30x, especially with the market cap being so freaking small. You know, the possibilities are endless. I've seen DeFi projects go from $1 million up to hundreds of millions of dollars within weeks, right? So definitely big potential here for sure. So good luck with that. Good luck with that, brother. Real quick, let me pause because I feel like I haven't said it. Well, we're doing good. We got 33 people here and 45 likes. How do we have so many likes and not? I'm just kidding. That because people come, they'll hit the like, they like what I say, they'll join for a little while, and then they got to go, which I respect it. I appreciate anybody coming in and just hitting that like, right? And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Anybody that's in here that's new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. You know, come join the team, right? My goal for this bull run is to just hear the stories of you guys becoming, you know, millionaires, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, whether it's $20,000 and it changes your life. I want to hear those stories, right? That's what my goal is for this channel. That's my goal. So I want to make that happen. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe so you guys can get those instant alerts whenever, whenever I'm posting videos or whenever we're live. If you have the opportunity, come join us. You guys know we don't bite in here. We don't bite. We just here, you know, just people just like yourselves, and we just want to talk crypto, right? A safe space to just sit here and talk crypto. So now let's see here. Nico said just got yesterday the Bible for candlesticks. Was just curious, is a A1 book. Hold on, Nico. You said just got yesterday the Bible for candlesticks. Was just curious, is an A1 book. Are you talking about an actual book? Is that what it's called? Bible for candlesticks? Mike said, thanks, brother. Totally agree with that. Some of the devs are from Shiba. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Definitely, bro. And Carrero, what's going on, brother? Any news from Sarah PNG after the live stream? We were talking about it. I see you said you joined in late. What's up, brother? We checked. Prodigy said he still got the stomach flu. Damn, bro. Don't get us sick in here, man. Just kidding. We checked as far as Sarah has not come back to show her face. She's probably somewhere in like the year 2000, 100, something like that. Some people are speculating that she's Sarah Connor from the Terminators now, is what some people are speculating. And then some other people are saying that she's probably sailing on a yacht at some, later year right now, with all her PNG gains. But we went ahead in honor of in honor of Sarah, we added PNG to the watch list. And this thing went even higher from yesterday. It made a new all-time high at around 84, 85 cents. So we are still looking for Sarah. Sarah, if you're around, please join us. We need to speak with you as soon as possible about other projects. And really, I think our main question is where is Milady? Where's Milady gonna be during this bull run? Like, how rich are we gonna get? Is really the question that we want to know. So hopefully she will come back. I'm sure if you got like a time machine and stuff like that, you can't just use it like all the time, right? You got to like come in for important times, and then you got to go back to your, wherever you're from and stuff like that. But I'm sure she will be back, right? She's probably thinking about us right now. 2000, in year 2100 or wherever. She seemed like she was literally probably 20 years ahead of us. So we will see how that works out. I'm sure she'll pop up here soon. So just a recap, guys. Just a recap, because we've been going, how long have we been going for? 94 minutes, guys. 94 minutes. Nice. So just to recap, Bitcoin is still kind of chopping around that 57,000 mark. I mean, just take that in. Bitcoin's at $57,000 right now, guys. Things are looking great. A couple of things that we spoke of, and I want to just make sure I reiterate. You can see we actually are looking like we're forming support above the 20-day again. The 20-day SMA. So as we were already doing that, we kept making new local highs. So if we can get back on track with the 20-day, I wouldn't be surprised. The next spot for some resistance obviously is going to be that 57.6 where we hit our head on. But the next pivotal spot is going to be that 57.9 right here. Basically around the 58,000 is going to be the next spot for some big resistance, I think, as far as we approach. Most likely will be a spot where we're going to hit our head and need to retest it multiple times. But one thing I want to get across is if we do have some kind of a retracement, do not get discouraged, guys. It's all part of the game as we move up. There's going to be spots where we're going to basically need to retest and find some support, and really just exhaust the sellers short term, right? So right now, looking for a spot for some support would be the next SMA at the 50 SMA right here, the 50-day SMA, somewhere around 56.6 is most likely. If we were to retrace, somewhere around that area would be probably where we will find some support, somewhere around that area. So hopefully we don't see it drop down to any of those levels, but if it does, it probably will be short-lived, and we'll find some support somewhere around this 50-day SMA, and we'll definitely map that out tomorrow as we move on. And for Milady, looking beautiful as always. She's looking real nice, mighty fine, I have to say. Right here at the 88. Remember, guys, we were talking about this before. The 88 is a big spot for some resistance as of now. Even though we have broke above the 88, we haven't formed any kind of confirmation above the 88. So that's what we're waiting to find out. Until we can get some solid candles above this 88, I think if we get, any more gigapumps, they might be short-lived for right now until we can find some solid support above this 88. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll have to continue to watch, but everything is still looking beautiful. You can see for the 20-day for the 20-day SMA for Milady, she's sitting there just basically hovering above. So that's what you want to see on a project for it to stay bullish for sure. And that's on the 30-minute right there. So everything is looking great, guys. I can't just stress it enough. Everything is looking beautiful. So other than that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure you guys if you haven't already, hit the like for the algorithm, support the channel, and also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're on our way up. We want to get to 10,000 subscribers, and we're on our way. We are on our way. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for spending your evenings with me and all of us in the chat. We appreciate it, and we will be back here tomorrow, same time around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, guys, have a great night. Be safe out there, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? See ya.